This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 1169 of Horse Tip Daily, your almost everyday morsel of helpful hints, useful facts, and practical techniques for horse folks. Brought to you today by Kentucky Performance Products. Greetings, horse people. Coach Jen here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily. Today's tip is another excerpt from the Horses in the Morning show when Monty Roberts stopped by to answer some listener emails. This time he covers rearing and biting. And we'll get right to our tip after this from Kentucky Performance Products.
She had waited all her life for this moment, dreaming about it since she was 10 years old. The trailer ramp touched the ground. He whinnied as she backed him out, swinging his head around to get a good look at his new home. His coat gleamed in the sun. Her love had arrived. She was breathless. He was beautiful. She could hardly wait to tack him up and start off on what she was sure would be the best times of her life. This love story is brought to you by Contribute, providing essential omega-3 fatty acids that help maintain low inflammation levels throughout your horse's body. The horse that matters to you matters to Kentucky Performance Products. Call 859-873-2974 or visit kppusa.com to order today.
All right, all yours, Jamie.
Wait, I'm sitting here talking to Monty, and he goes, you know, where we're sitting used to be a saloon, and there was a veranda, and so Frank Sinatra and I sat out here looking at the horses. Mike, you can't drop that bomb in my lap and expect me to move on. That's amazing.
Good morning, Monty.
Hi there.
Come a little closer
I'll
here.
get closer.
Yeah, I need to be a little closer.
1, 2, 1, 2.
That's better, yes. Good morning. So I'm so glad you got up this morning to join us.
Well, I get up every morning, but I'm glad to join you.
Well, good.
This might be a little earlier than he likes, but
You better have Pat, keep the guard handy at the gate because I think Jamie wants to kidnap you on the way out. So
yeah.
Wants to what?
I said that I wanted to kidnap you and take you home
Kidnap
with
me. Oh, my word. I'm a bad hauler, though, so I get to climb in the walls.
Oh, my goodness. I'll give you some equine chill or something, get him to calm down. I had listeners late last night. I mean, it was 9:00 on the East Coast when I posted a post and sent out a couple messages. Do you have a question for a training tip? The next question comes from Uta, and she has a horse. What do you do for a horse that is buddy sour and or whinnying for friends while being ridden?
Separation anxiety.
Yes, separation anxiety.
I have a chapter in From My Hands to Yours on separation anxiety, and I'll try not to use the whole chapter in the answer here, but you have to separate the horses. And, I know you've got a small place and you have 2 horses, and I know all of the problems with that, but you also have some friends, and they have horses. Generally, horse people have horse friends, and you exchange horses. You literally exchange horses, and he stays with them one night, and their horse stays with you one night, and you start to separate those horses. And you tie them up on a rubber floor so that they don't tear their feet up. And you let them dig that hole, if they can do it, through a rubber mat, and you tie them up and let them get over it. They've got to go through the problem and get over it. And then you pay them for that by taking them down and taking them for a ride and let them settle. But separation anxiety is covered, a full chapter on it, and it's not a terribly difficult thing to overcome.
Robin sent in a question and said, how do you correct a horse that bites? She has a 3-year-old, and he's a pony, and he's a little stinker, and I guess it's getting very mouthy with her. I've had clinicians say, oh, you whop him in the mouth, or you spook him half to death, and I'm just curious what the gentle method is.
Well, the thing is that I get this so many times. And the mistake was made a long time ago, feeding treats from the hand. When you connect food to the human body, you will get a horse that bites. It's actually training the horse to bite. Oftentimes I ask them, does he bite you when you're giving him the treat? No, he's fine when I'm giving him the treat, but I have to keep giving him treats. Well, isn't that the child in the shopping cart that's pulling all the stuff off the shelves the same way? So you have to deal with that. I've had trainers say you put a nail between your fingers and then you jab them with your fist with the nail going into their lips.
Oh,
that's a good one. And then we want to deal with head shy, don't we? So, no, you don't feed from the hand. And then the idea is to get their brain in a different place. So if you just reach over and tap their shin with your boot, every time they go to reach and bite you, if you tap the shin with your boot, you'll take their brain to a different place. I'm not asking you to cause them pain. It's not pain.
Just
it's
redirection.
Redirecting their attention to a little tap on the shin. And pretty soon, about the 7th or 8th time, they will go to bite you, and then they'll look down at their shin and stop the act of biting. So that's my advice to you about a biting horse.
Well, there you have it. To find more tips, you can go to horsetipdaily.com. Make sure you have all of your favorite Horse Radio Network shows with you wherever you go. Just go to your app store and download the free Horse Radio Network app for iPhone or Android, or you can subscribe via iTunes. This podcast was made possible through the generous support of Kentucky Performance Products and listeners like you. Learn how you can help support Horse Radio Network programming and qualify for auditors-only perks by going to horsetipdaily.com and clicking on the Become an Auditor banner in the center of the page. This is Coach Jen, and I'll be back again soon with another tip. So until then, go ride your horse. The Horse Radio